Islam is the youngest of the world's three great monotheistic religions, but today it is the second largest religion in the world, surpassing 2 billion followers. Islam originated when Prophet Muhammad received divine revelations from Allah, the belief that there would be a day of last judgment where the righteous believers would attain paradise and the disbelievers would be thrown to Jahannam or hell. Muslims believe Muhammad was the last in a line of prophets, including many mentioned in the Old and New Testament, and that he taught their original and authentic faith. The word Islam means surrender in Arabic. In this case, surrender to the will of one and only Creator, Allah. The two major sources of Islam are the Quran, the final revelation of the Creator to mankind, revealed orally to his messenger Muhammad through the angel Gabriel. Secondly, the Hadith, which are records of the words and actions of Prophet Muhammad. Soon, Muhammad began to preach these revelations, gaining followers but also enemies, who forced him to flee to Yathrib, modern Medina, where he found allies. In Medina, he established the first Islamic state by uniting various tribes of the time. But because of the continued persecution of Muslims by the Meccans, Muhammad led military campaigns against them, eventually conquering Mecca and establishing Islam as the dominant religion in the Arabian Peninsula. By the time of his death in 632 AD, Muhammad had managed to unite most of the Arabian Peninsula, laying the foundation for the subsequent Islamic expansion under a series of successors known as caliphs, who would quickly spread Islam through warfare and trade. The first four caliphs make up the Rashidun Caliphate. Sunni Muslims, who represent 85% to 90% of Muslims today, accept all four caliphs, while Shia Muslims only recognize Caliph Ali. Sunni and Shia form the two main denominations of Islam today. Under the Rashidun, Umayyad, and then Abbasid caliphates, holy wars called jihad were fought to expand Muslim territory into the bordering Persian and Byzantine empires, as well as into Egypt and North Africa. Then, from North Africa, Muslims were invited to invade Spain by the Christian leader Julian, who needed help subjugating the Visigothic king Roderick. The Muslim forces defeated King Roderick in 711 CE, which helped establish Al-Andalus, the Muslim rule in Spain, which lasted for nearly 800 years. Around the same period, a 5 centuries-long Islamic Golden Age started during the reign of Abbasid Caliph Harun al-Rashid in Baghdad. Muslim rule during this time would see the gathering and translation of the world's ancient classical knowledge into Arabic, as well as the rise of many Islamic polymaths, astronomers, mathematicians, physicians, and philosophers. In the 11th century Middle East, the Seljuks rose to power and conquered vast territories, including the Holy Land of Jerusalem. The desire to reclaim the Holy Land in the Middle East from Muslim control, and to stop the expansion of Muslim states, led to the Crusades, a series of holy wars between Muslims and Catholics that lasted for almost 200 years. The series of wars eventually ended with a Muslim victory in the Middle East. Notable leader, Salah ud-Din, led the Muslims during the Third Crusade. He founded the Ayyubi dynasty in Egypt, transforming it into a Sunni political and military power. Islam's power was weakened by the 13th century due to Mongol invasions. The Mongols sacked the Abbasid capital Baghdad, marking the end of the Islamic Golden Age. In the 1200s, another group of Muslim Turks, known as the Ottomans, also became very powerful and created the Ottoman Empire. They conquered the Orthodox Byzantine Empire and claimed a Muslim caliphate as they gained control over the Islamic holy sites of Mecca and Medina. The Ottomans ruled large territories for hundreds of years until Turkey was made a republic after World War I. An important turning point in the history of Islam was in the 16th century as Ismail I of Persia, an enemy of the Ottoman Empire, founded the Safavid dynasty and led its conversion from Sunni to Shia Islam to give Iran a cohesive and distinct identity as compared to the Sunni Ottomans. Later in the 19th and 20th centuries, the caliphate was substantially weakened by Western powers which colonized Muslim nations for trade. Over the past century, important events that shaped the Muslim world included the fall of the Ottoman Empire, the creation of the Arab Gulf states, including Saudi Arabia, home to the holiest Muslim cities of Mecca and Medina, the partition of British India into India and Muslim-majority Pakistan, the establishment of the Jewish state of Israel in the Middle East, the Arab-Israeli conflicts, the Islamic Revolution of Iran, and the fight of many Muslim nations around the world to regain independence from Western powers. If you found the video helpful, like and subscribe to the channel for more such content.